Tenim aletes, enxanetes avall, Nico, molt a poquet, molt a poquet. Ajudem a la Laia i al Brutau i ben enganxat, Laieta endavant. Canviem braços, Nico, canviem braços. Vinga, esperem terces que l'enxaneta surti de la pinya. Vinga, i terces avall.
In Barcelona, they've turned building impressive towers into an art form. It's the home of the Castellers, the magnificent human carpentry that UNESCO declared cultural heritage. Trust, focus, a heartfelt shared responsibility. Building a strong human tower requires solid teamwork. Everyone plays a unique yet essential part in the construction. Every action has an effect on the structure. My name is Ikenna Azuike, and I'm in Barcelona to learn more about the fine collaboration skills of the Castellers. I'm meeting Alejandro González Alzate, a proud member of the Sagrada Familia Castellers team. What does it mean to you to be part of this literally centuries-old tradition?
First of all, you get impressed of these high towers and say, okay, this is a huge thing. Then you saw all the familiarity of all the members. You can feel that there is a connection there. They're like a family. There is like a really huge connection, really tight connection between them. So it's amazing just to get inside and be part of this.
The social connection between the team members of the Colla is wonderful to witness. And what's interesting is that their dedication is transgenerational, with the youngest member being just 4 and the oldest 82. The group still functions as a real team. I have a chat with Giselle Timmerman. She has over 17 years of experience partnering with clients to build stronger team cultures. Giselle strongly believes that positive psychology improves people's working lives, since the happiest employees build the strongest teams. What makes a group a team?
So a group can be any sort of people with a shared interest or shared values. A team has a shared vision or goal that they're moving towards. So you can see that a team is performing when it's tracking towards that goal with alignment and energy.
But then to elevate a team with a goal to a really successful or strong team, how do you create cohesiveness?
First, trust. We need to be building trust actively. And the thing about trust is it's never static. You're either always building it up in every little interaction or you're breaking it down. So trust. Respectful engagement is the second one. You need to be giving someone your full attention, listening, practicing that non-judgment. The third is really making sure that we're effectively helping one another as a team. This can be teaching you something, advising you, advocating for you, mentoring. And then the fourth is some play. So injecting a little bit of humor into our relationships, some levity, some jokes, a little bit of ease that's not about the work. And those 4 pathways are how you create that cohesiveness. We've got a group that is much stronger than the sum of its parts. And from there you build on greater performance.
You work as a single unit, but everyone has their own responsibility, their own tasks. Can you describe that to me?
The Castell has 3 parts. The kits that go in the top, the structural part, the columns, and then the basement. In these 3 parts, there are subtasks. I mean, during the small kits, there is one that climb to the top of the others and raise the hand. There is a really hard task. And in the basement, you have the people that support all the weight of the Castell.
How do you communicate with one another?
Well, it is a really important part. We try to communicate the less the better, but doing direct orders. Like you say, just push my left arm, go up with your shoulder. Direct communication and try to say it to the person.
And what happens when it goes wrong?
When it goes wrong, the Castell falls. Yes. But I mean, in Castell, it's really, really hard to detect a single error. Every single action during the Castell affect the whole Castell.
What do you think people can take away from that and apply in their own lives or at work?
Just support the other. Maybe you are not the strongest one, but this person, the strongest one, needs someone that supports. So every single task is important.
Farem aquí, Marti. Molt bé, Nico, aquestes 3 passes. Vinga, clavem braços aquí, terces. Vinga, Martín, amunt. Nico, estàs ben guapo així col·locat. Vinga, Martín, ben finet i creuem. Peu amunt. I ja ho tenim, això.
If it wasn't for COVID, the Castellers Sagrada Familia would have had up to 25 performances per year. None of those performances is about competition though. Instead, it's about performing their cultural heritage proudly. Today we're at a long-awaited demonstration at Sagrada Familia. I have been so touched by the Castellera family and how they seem to naturally, organically put into practice a lot of what you've just described.
Watching it is leadership embodied. It embodies servant leadership, which is the leader putting the good of the team first. This reverses traditional leadership where we think, the followers are here to serve the leader. You might be stepping on your boss's nose as you're climbing that Castellers, right? Yeah. So anybody can be a leader in this situation. And then it embodies shared leadership, which is ownership for the success of the team, the success of the organization, and knowing my part in that.
What would be your golden tip to take away from this?
I actually would use the acronym ACE in order to ace teamwork. And this helps us get to team flow. It's that sweet spot between challenge and skill that takes us just beyond where we're performing at our best. Right? It's why we love watching teams in the Olympics. It's why we're all silent as we watch the Castellers, right? Because they're in flow, they're in energy and motion. So to ace team flow, you've got to achieve together. You've got that compelling, audacious goal. We want to get that extrañera, the kid, to the very top. All right? We've got to connect. We've got to be there for one another in compassionate ways, noticing when each of us is struggling, building those trusting relationships. And we've got to empower one another. We've got to give feedback. We've got to have clear communication in order to make sure we're getting it to the top.
Alejandro has proven himself to be a true team player at heart, always being there for his fellow team members, working towards a common goal. From Giselle, I learned that feeling empowered and seen can lead to peak performance as a team and the best flow individually. And isn't that what we're really all looking for?